Hey everyone, welcome. Just give a minute or two for people to sign on. We are going over for the next 5, maybe 7 minutes over why is it that so many people are losing millions and millions of dollars in the stock market. Very simple answer to this question, but it takes time to research, time to know why it's happening. And that's what I'd like to go over today, is why is it that so many people are losing money, millions of dollars in the stock market? Well, number one is, are you doing your due diligence? Do you know what that is? As a matter of fact, most people don't know what that is. Due diligence. Due diligence is basically doing the research. You see, if you look back in history, the last 9 or 10 market crashes, people have lost money. But why do they lose money? Why have they lost money? If you know, most people that lose money don't even have an answer of why they lost money. They don't know. They run away. But if you notice that when the stock market has gone down, eventually it comes back up. I mean, just look at it now. Since March, since when it had its down days in March, the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones have pretty much come back to its levels. But then last week, I did a video, a recording, where I told people that if you're looking to invest in the stock market, the reality is that it has gone to a correction too quickly without any news. In other words, the NASDAQ and the Dow Jones have corrected themselves. However, most stocks haven't. So we're bound to have a correction. And boom, within a day or two of me doing that video, if you need to look it up, it's in there. I think it was June 8th or 9th. I probably did that video. If you want to look it up. It's under YouTube, CEO David Diaz, or on Facebook, or I didn't do it on Instagram, but I didn't get a chance to do it on Instagram. Sorry. But the reality is, if you are looking to make some money in the stock market, you have to do the research. What does the research entail? Number one, look at history performance. The stock market has gone down many times. Does it recover? Yes, it does. The recovery period can take anywhere from a few days to a few weeks to a few months, maybe even a year or two. That's the reality. But what do most people do? When the market crashes, they withdraw their money. Is that the most sound way to get out of the stock market? I don't think so. Not for everyone. Yes, if you're nervous, if you think that you're not going to make the money back, that's the reality. Most people will jump out and take the loss and can't bear with having to lose money. So you have to do the research in order to make money. And the research is that even if the stock market goes down, most companies will come back and rebound. Now, this past Friday, the market went down. I wasn't ready for it because I had a family emergency. But the reality is that I overreacted when I jumped in. When I saw the market go down, I immediately took my money out. Why? Because I have a plan. And my plan is that the stocks that I was invested in, I believe there's a possibility that they could go down tomorrow, Monday. What are those stocks? Well, they're stocks that I've been telling you about. Macy's, GE. I'm still with Ford because Ford has really good news. And I have other investments that I do that are higher risk. And those I mentioned to my private group. All right? But if you're interested in investing, the number one thing that you have to do is research. Why does the stock market go down? How long has it taken for it to recover? And will you gain your money back? And the answer to all of these questions should be in your favor. You shouldn't have to run out and let your losses take over, because that's just fear running inside of you, letting you do the wrong decisions to get out of the market. The reality is you can make this money back if you stick with it, if you research, if you have a mentor or a coach or a team that you're working with. Most of the teams out there that are worthwhile, you have to pay for. If you're getting it for free, chances are you're not going to get the most important information. You're going to get information that's going to benefit those who are in charge of the group. Meaning, if I buy a stock and I want you to invest in the same stock so that my value can go up, guess what I'm going to tell you all? I'm going to tell you all to invest a minute or two later so that the stock can benefit me. And that's the reality. But the research requires you to find out from history why stocks go down. How long does it take to recover? Is a recovery possible within the next few weeks, months, or a year or two? Because every recovery is different. But this recovery, it's wild. It's going up and down quickly. So what do I see? I believe we're going to have another chance of recovery very quickly. If not tomorrow, throughout this week, we're going to recover. Because a lot of the stores are opening up in New York City and other parts of the country that have been closed off, close to here, to New York City. So the reality is that stay in tune that a lot of these stocks that most people are afraid to invest in are probably going to have a dip tomorrow if the coronavirus news, the numbers are going up. The coronavirus outcome will make stocks go down because people will be afraid. But I'd say later in the day, tomorrow, again in the afternoon, just like we did about a week ago, the stocks will first go down and then they'll start to come up. So be ready for this. And if you want more information on how to invest, first of all, do research. Check the history out. Read the news. News can affect stocks positively, but they can also affect it negatively. This past Friday, there was news on a stock that I invested in, Cohn, C-O-H-N, and the news was positive for Cohn, C-O-H-N. However, I invested opposite the news, and I made money. So there's always money to be made in the stock market, but what is your strategy? What is your plan? How are you looking to get out of this alive? Because most people have a plan, and if you don't have a plan, how is it possible that you're investing without a plan? Get a plan so that if you have a plan, it can assist you with having some sort of stop so that you don't lose all of your money, so that you don't give in to the market fears of losing out just like everyone else has. So be aware that if you want to make money, you're going to have to do the research. Research can entail joining a team of people that are committed to assisting you with growing. If this is you, then you should contact someone who can assist you, or contact me and you can join my team so that we can all assist you. Now, one of the people that I've been working on with regularly is Dequan. Dequan, hey Dequan, I know you're on there. And Dequan and I are going to be working together to build a team together so that we can invest in viable ways that we can assist you with growing and educating you. Because it's not just about giving you stock tips, alerts. It's also about teaching you on how to do it on your own as well as with a team. That's it for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to go in further detail and throughout the week why people have lost millions. The reality is that most people will lose millions just because of the research. That's the bottom line. There are other sources of information, especially to be learned. And you need to be aware of this. And this is going to come about in the next few days. Have a great evening. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I hope to see you in my chat group eventually. Take care.